Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I'm going to do some more alcohol ink art. Really like it. So I'd like to do sunflowers. I have this canvas. It's a flat canvas. Got it at Dollar Tree. Craft a square. You're going to need your heat torch, some alcohol inks, some rubbing alcohol, and some droppers. So the colors I'm going to use are from Pigment 24. There's orange, there's green, there's yellow, and brown. I want to do sunflowers, so I'm thinking like one over here and one over here, but we shall see. My creative genius will take hold. So, not exactly sure how my creative genius is going to do this. So, I'm going to start with the teak wood alcohol ink. And I am going to put a decent amount right there. Just like that. And let it spread out some, and I'm probably going to dry it off with my heat gun. I don't want to move it around so much, so I'm not going to use rubbing alcohol, but I want to dry it so that I can start using my other alcohol inks and start making a sunflower. So sunflowers come in like different shades of yellow with some brown in it and other colors. So I have orange and yellow for right now. This could change. But I want to mix up my ink, and I'm just going to make some lines for right now with the yellow, and then I'm going to add some orange. So right now it's kind of looking like a flower, and then I'm going to add some orange in there. Orange is very, very dark, which kind of bums me out a little bit, but we shall see if we like how this looks when we're done. Okay, so I have my alcohol ink, and I'm going to take my dropper, and I put it in and got some alcohol, not alcohol ink, oh my goodness, rubbing alcohol. So I'm going to run this on the orange and the yellow. I'm just making lines with it, and then I'm going to use my heat gun and start blowing it out. I might need more. Just fine, because I like to layer it so that it has more definition. So you want to make sure it mixes with the color you have, and I like it dry before I move on to another part. And the rubbing alcohol is what's making the ink move. So let me show you. But I want thin lines. And right now I am not getting thin lines. But that's okay, because I can fix this as I go. You're just manipulating it with your heat gun. And right now it looks like a blob mess. And I'm also going to get my straw. because I can manipulate the colors more so with the straw than I can with this heat gun. So I need to get my straw, which I have. And I'm going to get my straw, and I will come right back. I have my straw. Love this straw. It's a plastic straw that came with the cup. So, going to put that there, and see how I have more control over my ink with the straw. So right now, I'm just letting it run, the alcohol ink. I'm going to move it closer. And move it. I think this is so much fun to do. I feel like such an artist. I want to turn it this way a bit, just like that, and blow it a little more. Here's what I have so far. So I'm going to dry it with my heat gun so that I can work more on my flower. I don't think this is looking so much like a sunflower. It's just kind of bumming me out, but I do like the colors. And you can tell it's a flower. So, not exactly sure what kind of flower it's going to look like. But right now I am just trying to dry the ink that is here. So I'm putting it close to the canvas, but not on top of the canvas. And I'm drying up my rubbing alcohol and the alcohol ink. I want to show you something. I want to bring this closer. So it has lines in it, which I really like that it gives it definition. And see how the yellow goes out more? I think it looks very, very pretty. So right here in this area, it's too much brown, so I'm going to have to add some yellow. And eventually I'm going to add some green, because this looks more orangey brown, but I need more yellow. So I'm going to put some more yellow in this area. I might add a little red. I don't know right at this particular moment, but I do enjoy doing this. So this is how I laid my colors, and I'm going to take my blowtorch or blow heat gun. I don't know why I keep calling it a blow gun. And then I'm going to take some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and put it on here. And then I'm going to take my straw, excuse me, and blow this out. Oh, that is pretty. Look at the detail in that. I really like that. So I'm going to keep building it up and making this better, and hopefully it'll start to look, if I'm lucky, like a sunflower. But we shall see. So I am just going to continue the same process. I'm going to add some yellow. I have orange. I'm eventually going to add more brown in the center, right here in the center. So for right now, I am just trying to give a little bit of definition. I don't have a problem with my decor in my house. I just like to change it up, and I like to do inexpensive crafts where you don't have to spend a lot of money on updating your decor. So I'm going to work on this, and then I will be back to show you how my flower looks. Here's the colors I've added so far. This is kind of weird because it's still wet, and these are color pour. I don't know. So I'm going to use a couple other colors on here to see what I can do to make this flower look like a flower. Make sure you shake up your resin and have it all prepared. And then you want to start layering your items. This is, it says red, so that's what we're dealing with. So I am going to get some rubbing alcohol right here in my little dropper. Put some there. Then I'm going to use my straw and start blowing it out. Since that one color is red, it looks purple to me for some odd reason. So I'm going to layer like I've layered this one. This one's not done yet. This is not done. But I figured while that's drying, I'd work on this one and try to pizzazz this up some. So we shall see. And blowing it out again. Whoops, sorry. It's so weird to try to blow it towards you. So I'm going to work on this and continue to layer it and use my heat gun. And I'm just putting a whole bunch on and moving this around. It's making a muddyish purple color. Not real happy about that. Kind of bumming me out. But I'm going to continue to manipulate and spread out the colors while adding rubbing alcohol. So you want layers to make it look like a flower. So I'm going to work on that, and then I'll be back. This could just end up being a massive ball of nothingness. I just want to tell you, I do not like this alcohol ink at all. At least not for acrylic pours. I suggest you use Pigment 24 color. This I like. This one not so much. It seems thick and oily to me. It just seems very oily. I don't like it. Okay. I'm going to work on this flower that looks like a menagerie of nonsense. And I will come back and show you what it looks like. I wiped this off. I'm going to paint this white. This resin, it's called Color Pour Resin. I think it comes in a box. I am not a fan because it's very oily. So I'm going to paint this white, but I've been working on building up my flower. And I think it's coming along nicely. Yes, I wanted it to be a sunflower. Does it look like a sunflower? No, it doesn't. But it's turning into a beautiful flower. And I just want to dry some of this ink off so I can show you how to do some layers. So bear with me. I like how there's lines all in here. So to get them, what I do is I take a color that I'm using. Let's go for yellow. And I'm going to put it right over here a little bit. There's quite a bit. Okay. Now I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol and put that in there. And I'm going to take my straw and start blowing it out. But I have to turn it around. And I'll move the camera so you can see. So I want to blow it out. So, and where it pulls, like right here where it was pulling, before I blew it out, puts those lines in my flower and gives it more definition. And then I'm going to take this. I don't really want to move it around so much. I want to just dry it. And it gives it layers. As you can see, how I have layers of different colors and layers, and I think it's turning out magnificent. So I'm going to get white paint and paint this around my flower, and then I just might leave this white. I don't know yet, but I think the flower is absolutely delicious. So I'm going to do that, paint this white. I'll come back and show you, and I might also outline my flower with some silver or some gold paint. I'm not sure. That's what I like about being a crafter slash artist. It depends on how you feel as your work is taking shape. But I think the flower is turning out gorgeous. See the different definitions of lines and everything? I love that. Alright, so I'm going to get busy doing that. I didn't like how it turned out with that kind of like greasy alcohol ink. So I'm going to put a positive saying over here, and I used a pencil to draw the lines, and I just used my ruler as a guide to spread them out. I don't have a Cricut, so I'm going to use a stencil. And since I painted this white, once I'm done with my lettering, I'm going to go in and paint over this. So I have one of these painter's pens. I honestly am not sure where I got it. Could have been the Dollar Tree, could have been Walmart. I don't go a lot of places, so I'm thinking it's one of them, but I am not sure. So I'm going to line up my stencil, and I'm going to start coloring in the letters, and I'm going to, you can paint it, you can use a marker, whatever you would like to do, and it could be any saying you like. I didn't have a lot of room, so I wanted to make sure that whatever I had fit. So I don't have a lot of words on my statement, so I just used the letter I. And I'm going to work on this looking better. Maybe I should have used paint instead of the paint pen. But it's okay. So I'm going to come back and I'll show you what it looks like when I am done. The saying I chose is, I choose to be blessed, and I outlined my flower with the gold pen that I used on my lettering, but where I put white, it's a little bumpy. So I have this Scotch Super 77, and I am going to spray it on myself apparently. Spray a little on here. And I have different color glitters that I got at Amazon and all. So I am going to put it on my page to take away from the little bumps where I tried to paint it white. And this, I think, jazzes it up just a little bit more. You don't need to add the glitter if you don't want to. I just chose to. And then I am going to hopefully it sticks. Bang it off. So I'm going to show you the whole thing in one moment, but my blessed word is not the greatest with all the glitter on it. So I think this was a fun craft. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you do subscribe to my channel. I need the watch time hours, and I really enjoy making crafts. So here's what it looks like all together. I started the flower out wanting it to be a sunflower. It did not work out. And I put some other flowers over here, but they had like an oil base to the alcohol ink, and it just was a hot mess. So I decided to put a saying on it and add some glitter for some pizzazz, and it's done. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you'll come back and see me again. Bye. Have a blessed day.